Well, hello, 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 hello. I'm here. Are you here? I'm here. Are you here? No one here, just me. I'll just sit here and wait for a minute and play with my sweater. you know? Yeah, that's what I'll do until I see someone is here. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Do 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 do. Okay. Yep. I'll just sit here and sing songs and act silly and do 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 do. Okay, go get the cat. Play with the cat. I just threw him out of the office. Yep. He wasn't very happy with me. He wanted to come in here and play. Either sit on my lap or climb the curtains. One of the two. Yeah, he's a cat. Yep, yep. Well, hello, Emma. Emma is here. Welcome, Emma. How are you? Sherry. Hello, Sherry. My steady Eddie, steady Freddies, steady people. You're here. You're here. Welcome. It's interesting. You both commented, but my little eye up there says there's one person. I'm like, okay. One person here, but two people are chatting. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, how are you ladies today? You know, this Friday, hello, Michelle. This Friday thing in the wintertime, going to the gym is really kind of, I don't know. I'm not liking it a whole lot. It's putting a strain on my day here. Hello, April. You know, I guess if we got up earlier, okay, well, if we got up earlier and got going earlier, it wouldn't be so bad. But I mean, walking in the door 20 minutes, 15 minutes before my live, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. It makes things difficult. But I mean, we left by goodness, it was just a little bit after 10. I mean, that seems like that's plenty of time to do things we need to do and be home by 2, right? That's 4 hours. But seriously, so we left here. We went to the post office. I had 2 packages to pop in the mail. That was easy. Then we left there. And then we had to go to the scrapyard because Dale had a, I don't know, washer, dryer, or something scrap he picked up. So we did that. None of this stuff takes like a long time, but it just takes enough extra time. The scrapyard's on the way to the gym, sort of. I mean, so we did that. That probably took, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. And then we go to the gym. And then after the gym, we're hungry and we have to have some lunch. And it's amazing how quickly 4 hours just, whoop, 4 hours, done, gone. Okay. Just like that. So here I am getting home at 20 to 2. And I'm like, I don't have my life scheduled. I have my diamond painting on my table. I got all this stuff to clean up, get my yarn, figure out, you know. Anyhow, I'm here. I made it. I'm glad you made it. Before I even go any further, let me tell you that last week I did this wrong. Everything I did with you on camera from round 1 was wrong. Okay? And I didn't really discover it until Sunday. Hello, Dawn. Until Sunday when Shannon came over. And I was showing Shannon and Devin, you know, what I've been working on, my progress, my Hexie cardigan. And I went to fold it up to make it into the cardigan, and it wasn't working right. Wasn't working. Shannon looks at it and she goes, Mom, you don't have a hexagon. And I'm like, what? she goes, do you have 6 points? And I counted and I'm like, no. No, I don't. I only had 5. So I had me a pentagon sweater working, and that didn't work. So luckily I didn't have it super far, because I did have to take it back out all the way to the first round and make it a hexagon. I'll tell you, sometimes directions confuse me. I mean, because it said, and we'll do it again and we'll discuss. But anyhow, yeah. So there's that. So anyhow, I have my first panel done, my first side done, and I actually have it pinned out. This is my shoulder up here, the top of my shoulder. This is my arm, my sleeve, and this is my front. Okay. Now, let me say this. I know we put some more rows around the bottom. Hi, not ho. I know we do some more rounds around the bottom to lengthen it. Right now, it would be extremely cropped. So we do some more rounds around the bottom. Okay. We also add on to the sleeve. Now, with a hexic cardigan, this is the same width as this is, right? So this is really kind of a wide sleeve. Now, I've tried it on. It's loose. It's quite loose. But I think that after this, we can start to taper the sleeve down a little bit to get it more fitted down the forearm. Okay? It is beautiful yarn, April. I love it. I love how it changes. We've got blues. Some of this is looking really gray on my camera, but it is really pretty. Blue, purple, dark blue. It's just gorgeous. And I love how it changes. And I don't have to change yarns. So the pattern changes yarns every so many rounds, okay? And it tells you how to do that in the pattern and when to change and how many more repeats to do with that color. Well, I just looked at the end of the pattern, okay, at the very end of the pattern for this panel, and how many clusters should I have on a side? Hello, Kathy. And so I believe, I can't remember if it's 15 or 17. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. 15 clusters on a side. Now, she's had multiple color changes throughout, but I don't have to do that because mine just changes on its own. So there you have it, folks. Let me turn it this way. This is like I said, this is the shoulder neckline. Okay, it actually goes, yeah. So my arm's here, and this is the front. So when I try it on, this part doesn't come over to the center of my body as much as I want. But I'm thinking we can certainly, like when we're adding rounds around the bottom, we can certainly add up the side, right? To add more width here to bring it in more. That's my thought. We'll see how it goes when we get there. When we get this all put together and we start, lengthening it. And I want to lengthen it and I want to widen this panel. Got it? Got it. So anyhow, you may have seen this already. Yeah, I think you saw me try this on if you watched my Vlogmas. I tried it on, showed you what it looked like, all that kind of stuff. So there's panel 1. Okay? All right, so let's get crack-a-lackin' here and let's get to panel 2, and I'll show you where the problem arose. The problem. Yes. So first of all, let me find my yarn, my end. Here's my end. No, I knew that was going to be tangled. Tangly, twisted here. So hang on, one more wrap here. Hang on. Wrapped around. Okay, wait. Okay, this is not what I want. Hang on. Which one do I want? I got both ends here. Okay, I want this one. I want that one, not this one. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of wrap this around like this. This is the one I'm not using. There, you just hang out here. It's funny, this was a nice big fat old donut when I started. Right now I've got a little flat little, I don't know, pancake. Okay, so here's where things went awry, right at the beginning. So first of all, we know how to make a slip stitch, and we know how to chain 4 to make a ring, right? So let's make us a ring, chain 4, and slip stitch to the beginning to make a ring. And we got us a ring. Okay, that part was good. I was good on that part. Then you chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And do 2 double crochets. Okay. 1 and 2. So that is really 3 double crochet. That's a cluster. Then it says chain 1. Then it says do 3 double crochets in the ring, chain 1, 5 times. So me, goofy me, went, oh, I already did 1. I do it 4 more times. No. I need to do 3 double crochets. Hang on, I'm in the wrong hole here. I'm not in the hole. Something like that. Hang on. Okay, now I got a mess. I'm going to make a magic ring for you. I've been making so many magic rings these days. I'm just like, whew. Everything starts with a magic ring. I made a ton of them lately. Okay, let's try this again. I just didn't connect to the right place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go right in here. There we go. Then 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets. Let me get in the ring here. 1 and 2. Chain 1 and do another cluster of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, make another cluster of 3. So we want to have 6 clusters of 3, and I only had 5. You know, I will say this. Crochet is definitely a learning experience, and you can't be afraid to make mistakes, tear it out, try again. You know, it's not going to be perfect the first time, every time you make something. And I just was working on a Wonderland square in the car on the way to the gym and on the way home. 1 cluster, 2 clusters, 3 clusters, 4. See, I only have 5 clusters. 1, 2. Yeah, I got to do 1 more. And one of the rounds I did wasn't quite right. And I looked at it and I was like, had to tear it out, you know? And then we join to our first chain here. Now let's make sure we have 6 clusters. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 clusters. All right, we're good to go this time. Okay, so you get this weird little, it's not a round shape. Sorry, where's the camera? Where's the light? Hello. Where's the light? It's really dark yarn though, so there we go. It's just a weird shape. It's not really round. It's not square. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a hexagon shape. Okay. Now, it says do 3 slip stitches to get into the next space. That's the one thing about this pattern I find weird, is that we slip stitch so much. Okay. I'm going to rejoin this in a different spot. I don't like where it's joined. Hang on. Okay, let's join there. And then slip stitch once and twice, and then you slip stitch into the space. Now the hexagon snowflake that we worked on, we didn't slip stitch into spaces that I remember. There's a lot of slip stitching to get to the space. Anyhow, we'll leave it at that. It's a lot of slip stitching. Now we chain 3, which is our first double crochet of the cluster. And then we do 2 more. A chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Now this is a corner. This is a corner. Okay. When we're done, we should have 6 of them. Now, chain 1 and go to the next space. So go skip 3 stitches, find the next chain space, and do 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, go to our next space and do 3 double crochets. After I get this started, you guys, I'll just be sitting here talking because it's just the same thing over and over and over again, right? It's pretty mindless once you get going. It's also an easy project to just like watch TV or something. You don't really have to look at your stitches a whole lot. You can just kind of feel for the next space. Okay, skip the next 3 and then do a corner again. Yeah, and it goes pretty quick. I mean, it is pretty fast. So it didn't take me that long to make that first panel, even though I had to tear out everything I did last Friday. You know, but it went pretty quick. When we're done here, we should have 6 little corners. So what are you all doing? You've heard about my day. Got up and did this and did that and got to the gym and, you know, had some lunch. Came home. Scheduled a live. Let the kitties out of their kennel. When we left, we told them, we'll be right back. We're not going to be gone that long. Well, you know, 4 hours. Guess it depends on who's counting the 4 hours, right? They didn't really get much time out this morning, and they didn't get to go outside. Although, I will say this. When we got home, I let them out of the kennel, let the dogs out of their kennel, and let everybody go outside, right? Everybody went outside. Okay, we're back to our first cluster. So we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain, And then we're going to continue slip stitching across the clusters. 1, 2, 3 puts us in the corner. Now, do we have 6 corners? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ah, look at that. Ooh, yum. Michelle, that sounds good. Chocolate chip cookies. Yum. All right. Remind me to talk about the kitties when we're done here. What are you doing? Okay. So, round 3. What do you suppose we do? We chain 1, 2, 3. Do 2 doubles. 1, 2. Do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 and do 3 double crochets in the next space, because now we have a space between our corners here. So you do a cluster, which is 3 double crochets. You do a chain 1, and then we're at a corner again, where I just call it the 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. 3 doubles, 3 chains, and 3 more doubles. And there's always a chain 1 in between your clusters, but not at the corner. The corner is always 3, and in between all your other clusters is just a chain 1. So it's very, very simple. I wish Brenda was here. I'd be like, Brenda, you can do this. You can do this. If you can double crochet, you can do this. Okay? Take down a weight set you don't use. Oh, you got a new treadmill and an elliptical. Nice. I cannot do ellipticals. It hurts my knee. I don't know why, but it does. I try the elliptical and I'm like, nope. Nope. So I wasn't certain if this pattern grew by 2 clusters every time or 1 cluster. It took me a minute to figure it out. It only grows by 1 cluster each round. So if I need 15 at the end, you would think I would need 15 rounds, right? I don't know, that might be true. Chain 1, do my 1 cluster in between there, in between my corners. It's funny, the pattern and stuff, and anybody else you watch, they'll be like, your hexagon will not be flat. It's not supposed to be flat. It's going to be wavy. I'm like, okay, yep. Unlike the snowflake, we wanted those to be flat. Well, my one tail is wound up in the yarn I'm using. You guys sound like you're having an exciting day. Taking apart a weight set, making chocolate chip cookies. What's anybody else doing? When I left the house this morning, I was like, why are we going out today? Why are we going anywhere? Why aren't we staying inside? It's cold out here. I'm like, this would be a great day to just stay in the house and snuggle up with the blanket and the dogs, maybe a cat or 2, just hang out inside. But no, it's Friday, and what do we do on Friday? We go to the gym. It's the first time we've gone to the gym all week. All right, so I'm back. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my chain 3, which is my first double crochet. Slip stitch into the next one, then the next one, and then the next one. Now, let's give it a glance. Look, see, it is not flat. It will not be flat, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners. And we have one cluster. There we go. Have some light. Put some light on the subject. One cluster between the two corners. So it only grows by one cluster at a time. But guess what? This just doesn't change. Now, if you were going to change colors and change, yarns, you would want to follow the pattern and see when she suggests to change to make your stripes. But I'm not doing that. So, round 4. And when we're done with round 4, we should have 4 clusters on each side. Because right now we have 3 clusters. You count the one corner, 1, the one in the middle is 2, and the other corner, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 clusters on each side. And now we just keep going. We do the same thing over and over and over again until you get to the size that the pattern tells you to. Okay? So, the cats. Let the cats out. Let the dogs out to go to the bathroom. Now, the dogs aren't out very long because the dogs are like, well, this is a bunch of crap. It's cold out. We have to go out because we have to go to the bathroom, but we want right back in, right? So when the dogs came in, Misty come running back in with the dogs like, I'm not staying out there. I'm not staying out there. Hello, Deborah. Deborah's cooking. Oh, Chinese pepper steak, rice, and linguine. I have no idea what Chinese pepper steak is, but I don't know. So Misty comes just flying back in the door, like, I'm good. I'm not staying out here. And then Dale went, and what did he do? Oh, he went down to the end of the driveway and got the trash and brought the trash up. And he came back in the house, and Sonny come flying in the door. And Smokey's on the porch, and he's kind of wanting to come in the door, and Dale's like, get in here. If you're getting in, let's go. I mean, it was literally 5 minutes for Misty, maybe 10 for the boys. And they were like, nope. No, we're coming in. I'm like, I agree. I would not want to be outside either. Nope. It's cold out there. I mean, I think it's 28, but still, 28, not warm. It's warmer than 23. Last weekend when I was out at that craft show, that Christmas market, and it was 23. Whew, that was cold, you guys. That was cold. So this weekend, our craft show, you like how I call it our craft show now? 49 in Pensacola. Well, that would be not too bad. I know Brandy will be like, it's freezing here. Oh my goodness, it's so cold here. I'm like, Brandy, it's almost 50 degrees. What are you complaining about? It's almost 50 degrees. Wow. Yeah, we don't complain about that a whole lot. But yeah, the craft show this weekend that I just called our craft show, it's inside. Yay, it's inside. It's part of the, look it up sometime, Eaton Rapids. Eaton Rapids, little tiny town. It's their Christmas extravaganza type of thing, you know. Lots of things going on. There's lots of craft shows. There's like this one, which is it used to be an elementary school, and now it's like a community center. I think they have a daycare there. We saw a lot of kids there. We drove by Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. We drove by. And there was a lot of kids like coming out, you know, and I'm like, but it's not a school. And Dale's like, I know, I think it's like a maybe after school program, daycare type situation they have there. And I'm like, oh, okay, well that makes sense. But yeah, it's inside. So there's that show there, and there's about 25 to 30 vendors at that one. There's another show at a church. There's another one someplace else. I don't know. I think that one seems like it's more out of town a little bit. And then there's one at this coffee shop, which the one lady, okay, there's these ladies, they organize multiple craft shows. All right. So both ladies have a craft show in Eaton Rapids this weekend. So when this one that I'm with told me they're full, then she referred me to the other lady, and she was going to give me a spot at the coffee shop. And I was like, well, I don't even know where the coffee shop is in this town. And it didn't seem like a very good place to try to sell my crafts in a coffee shop, because how much space can there be in a coffee shop, right? Not much space. Not very many vendors. I don't think it would attract a whole lot of traffic, you know? So anyhow, several craft shows throughout town. Santa is somewhere. There's a parade at some point, tree lighting, you know, all of those things that happen in these little small towns, you know. All the little small towns around here do it. They have a day where it's, you know, their Christmas, welcome to the holiday day, you know what I mean? So it should be interesting. She has filled her space in this community center. She doesn't really have much more room. She would like to find a different spot because she could take on more vendors, but she just doesn't have room in this building for them. So I already know I'm going to be in the hallway, and I'm good with that. It worked out well last time when I was in the hallway. I'll take a hallway spot, no problem. And the hallway spot is cheaper. It's $15 cheaper. I don't know why, but it is. So I'll take that. All right, I made it back to my next corner. So we slip stitch. Okay, now you can see, like I kept trying to fold this thing, and look, I kept trying to turn it into a little mini sweater, and it wasn't looking right. I wondered why it wasn't looking right, but look at it. There it is. We got a sleeve, we got a front. Yeah, okay. One of the reasons we had to go to the scrap metal place today, because, you know, we can't put my stuff in the back of the truck when it has a dryer in it or a washer or whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's going to be a good little show. I have Christmassy things to sell for sure. I've got ear warmers. I've got beanies. I've got, you know what I got. You watch my stuff. You know what I've got. Anyhow. After that, it is, we're done with any craft shows for a while. I really need to decorate my house. So, funny thing is, several weeks ago, we put up the decorations outside. Hello, Mr. Sassy Pants. Because it was nice. We had nice weather. We put up the outdoor decorations. I did not take down the fall stuff off the porch. So we have Christmas decorations in the yard, and we still have fall stuff on the porch, but it is all covered with snow at this point. So I'm waiting. It's supposed to get a little warmer, like in the 40s over the next couple days. And hopefully I can get the stuff on the porch put away and the Christmassy stuff out. That's a goal. That's a goal for the next couple days while the temperatures are a little bit warmer, like in the 40s. We're not talking a heat wave here. We're just talking about in the 40s. Thank you, Sherry. So we'll get that done. Yesterday I started in the house. So I got the fall stuff taken down. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys this story. And you tell me if you understand my story, okay? So when I bring out the fall box of decorations, I have to take down stuff that just sits around most of the time. Things that are just out and about most of the time. So I take those down. I put up the fall decor, and I put all the things that I just took down in that fall box, right? I mean, they got to go somewhere. We're switching them out, right? So I put them in the fall box. They don't have their own box. They just go in the fall box when I empty it out, right? So yesterday, I'm getting ready to take down the fall decorations, put them back in their box, but in their box is the stuff that I would normally put back up because it's my standard most of the year decor, right? And then I said to myself, Mindy, that seems silly. Why would you do that? Why would you put them back up when you're just going to take them down again to put up Christmas decorations, right? So I'm like, well, let me go downstairs and let me find a box of Christmas decorations that I would set out in some of the same places that I would put, my normal decor. Am I making sense? So instead of taking the stuff out of the fall box and putting it back up, I just set it on the floor, put all the fall stuff in the fall box, got a Christmas box, and put up the Christmas stuff, and then put my normal decor in the Christmas box. How does that make sense? Does that make sense? Tell me. Dale couldn't quite figure it out. He's like, well, don't you have a box for the other stuff? And I'm like, no, I don't have a box for the normal stuff that normally sits out because it's out all the time. I don't typically put it I don't put it away unless I'm decorating for a holiday. And then sometimes I don't even take all of it down. Like if it's Valentine's Day, I just have a few things. I just sit out. I might take down a few of my things. But I don't know. He could not grasp my concept of how to decorate and move stuff around. I didn't think it sounded too difficult, but he was just like, okay, you just do what you're going to do. And I'm like, okay, I will. Oh boy. So long story short, right? Now you have extra totes. Now see, Sherry, I have no extra totes, right? So I don't have an extra tote to put things in. And, I have black and orange totes for fall and Halloween, right? I have red and green totes for Christmas. Not all of them, but a lot of them are red and green, you know. Like Easter, I think I have I don't know, some Eastery color, purple or, something. So they're kind of color coordinated for their holiday, Anyhow, he found it a very difficult system to grasp, to understand what I was doing. And I was like, okay. So I got one box of Christmas stuff up. I still have the tote with the regular daily decor. It's still out in the living room because there might be some other things in the living room I want to take down and put in that box. Because there's still room in that box for the regular, everyday decor, right? Oh boy, the things we do. So I have to get busy on the porch, make the porch Christmassy. And I have to continue doing the inside. I did put up some diamond paintings. I switched out some diamond paintings, put away some of the fallish, summery stuff, and got out, the wintry things. Some of them, not all of them. There's more. As a matter of fact, as I was just sitting here thinking about it, I was like, where is the candle one? I have a pretty candle one that was gifted to me. I don't know. I didn't find that as I was pulling down my Christmas paintings, but there's more. I'm sure there's more downstairs somewhere, right? Okay, we're back to our corner, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters per side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clusters a side. Yeah. So that's what I get to do. And honestly, it's not going to get done until clearly after Saturday. Maybe I'll get to work on it on Sunday. We're going to think about the tree. The tree is going to be, one of the last things I do, probably. I don't know. Maybe we should just get the tree out and put the tree up right now. And just let it be. Let it sit. I don't know. Let the tree just be a tree and sit there in front of the window and see what the cats think about it. So yesterday, it was night. It was evening because it was dark. And I see a vehicle stopped at the end of our driveway. Now, mind you, our driveway is not short. If you've ever watched a farm video or anything like that, you know my driveway is not short. As a matter of fact, I would say it's probably a good 50 to 60 steps, right? 50 to 60 steps down the driveway. So this vehicle is stopped. And I mean, we're getting deliveries for sure. We're getting Christmas presents delivered, things like that. Dale ordered some parts for his tractor he's waiting for. And I'm thinking most of that stuff's Amazon, right? Well, this is like a FedEx truck. And I'm like, what in the world am I getting from FedEx? I have no idea. And second of all, why is the dude stopped at the end of the driveway? So he stops right there and carries this large box up the driveway. And I'm like, well, that seems really silly. I don't understand why he would do that. And I don't have a clue what this is. What is in this box? Right? So I'm like, I got to bust into this box. What is this? Well, it was my snowman, my new snowman that I bought. So I was like, that's interesting. Okay, I ordered it on Amazon and it gets delivered from FedEx. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Well, Dale was currently napping. He was napping or just relaxing and resting, playing games in bed. Took a nap with Smokey for a while. He said he wasn't feeling good after lunch. So I was like, okay. I mean, this is when I'm like decorating and oh my gosh, I did so many things yesterday. Not napping. Not napping. That's one thing I did not do yesterday. But I bust open the box and I get the snowman out. I have some video of that. It wouldn't even come out of the box. I struggled to get it out of the box. I should have known right then and there. Okay. But I got it out of the box and got it unwrapped. And I'm like, okay, how hard can this be to put it together? It's 3 pieces. I know how they go together, you know? I started looking at it, trying to put it together. And I was confused because, it's lighted and it's got wire that goes from the bottom piece to the middle to the top, which is the hat, right? And in my head, I'm thinking the wires should all be inside of the snowman. I mean, to me, that made sense. They should be inside, not outside of the snowman, but they should be inside, and go up the center of the snowman. But that wasn't going to work. As far as I could figure out, it wasn't going to work. So I left the thing and I just laid him down there in our little entryway here until Dale got up. And at that point, I was like, honey, I think I need your help because either I'm not understanding something or this is just weird. Of course, I read the directions, It came with a 6-page little booklet. 6-page little booklet says, take it out of the box, shows you the pieces that come with it, shows you how to attach the hat to the head, and then the head to the rest of the body. And then it says, use the zip ties to hold it together. Yep, that was the directions. That was all of the directions. That was all it said. Hello, Tammy. Not very helpful. So I wait for Dale to wake up. And I call him out. And I'm like, honey, I need your help. Will you look at this for a minute? Because tell me if there's any way for this wire to go inside the snowman's body. Or does it just hang out on the outside of his body and just trail up the body? You know what I mean? He looks at it for a few minutes and he's like, nope, it can't go inside. It's got to go on the outside of the snowman. I'm like, okay, all right. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I thought maybe I was missing something. He's like, no. So the thing's laying down out there. First thing he does is he grabs the cords, and it has I don't remember how long, 19-foot cord or something. It has more wire cord to go plug in than any outdoor decoration I've ever seen. It's got the longest cord ever. So he wanted to plug it in, make sure it works. So Mr. Snowman's body is all laying on the floor out there. He's got it plugged in and it's lit up. And I look over and Misty is inside the snowman's body. Inside it, crawled right into the body part, and it's just like laying inside the snowman body. And I'm just like, oh, wow, okay. Sunny had been walking through the pieces. Like there's 3 pieces, right? There's the hat, there's the top of the body, and the bigger bottom of the body. And they're all kind of close, and he's just weaving himself through, just winding through, just like rubbing on them, like, yeah, I'm like, oh, Lord, okay. I tried to get a quick little video of Misty in the snowman, but by the time I got my camera out and whatnot, she had decided to move on. I don't know. I might have a picture. I might have gotten one little quick shot, but I think she was like on her way out already. But, oh, cats. So anyhow, we got the thing all put together. It was not difficult. I knew it wasn't difficult, but I couldn't understand the whole cord thing. Why is the cord dangling outside? Why isn't it woven up through the center of the snowman's body so it's more, protected and whatnot? No, that was not how it was supposed to be. Okay. So we got him set up. He's lit up. He's really cool. He's very pretty. I wonder if I do have a picture of Misty. I don't know. I haven't checked to see if it actually caught her in the... No, she's already out when I got the picture. I did get a picture, but she's already out of it. See, but she was just laying right inside that body, just laying in there, just like, this is cool. I like it. Now, of course, Dale then took the box that this came in and let them have the box to play in the box for a while. Because, that is great fun. They love boxes. They've destroyed their other little box. They've actually torn it. And it's not a box anymore. It is not a box anymore. So we had another box. I gave them that box. Put all their little shredded tissue paper in the new box. We actually had some like brown craft paper that came with something we ordered. I put some of that in there for them so they could have that paper to tear up and chew up, and they love their boxes of paper. Oh, that is really pretty. Wow. Oh, this is an overseas. I'm looking at Dreamer Designs. Sorry, just random. That's pretty, though. That's an overseas shipped Dreamer Designs. I have to buy from Dreamer Designs this weekend. I didn't want to buy any more diamond paintings, you guys, but I have to. Have you looked at Dreamer Designs? Have you looked? Have you seen this picture? Have you seen this? It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Very Chuck-esque, right? Doesn't that look like a Chuck Pinson painting? It's not, but it looks so similar to his work. Isn't that beautiful? And then let's see. Let's just look at the rendering of that for a second. Look how pretty that is. Look how good that looks. I have to buy that. I absolutely have to buy that. I wasn't going to buy any diamond paintings this weekend, but there's that. There is that. Okay? And I have to have it. As we all know, Diamond Art Club's doing the whole Disney thing, and I'm not. There's nothing here I need. Nothing. Nothing at all. I haven't looked at the most recent one, but I'm going to guess there's nothing I need there either. Well, there's the sisters. There's Snow White. Oh, lots of Frozen. That's funny. We've been watching Frozen because, Jackson's been over. We've watched Frozen a couple times. Or we watched part of it, and then we watched more of it another day. I do like Ariel. Ariel is one of my favorite. Little Mermaid's one of my favorite movies, stories, because my daughter was 5. Hard to believe my daughter was 5 when Little Mermaid came out. And that's what we did for her birthday. We went to see Little Mermaid when she was 5. And I just love the whole thing of the voice and her beautiful singing voice and this. And she lost her voice. She gave it up for, I just love the story of the Little Mermaid. And it just reminds me of my little girl, who is an excellent, excellent singer. And I don't know, it just has like some special place in my heart. You know what I mean? So I do love The Little Mermaid. I'm not a huge mermaid lover. Like, I wouldn't just go get a whole bunch of mermaid paintings. I'm not, but Ariel, that's a whole different story. So that's the Disney stuff. I did not like any of these. I really didn't like any of these. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of these, right? Hang on. Come on, stop doing what you're doing. I really didn't like this one. I don't like the yellow outline. I realize that's on the picture, but I don't like it. I don't like the yellow outline. And I certainly didn't like it on the diamond painting. Anyhow, I'm not buying anything from Diamond Art Club. There's that. Okay? Nothing from Diamond Art Club, but I will go get that lighthouse painting. That is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful. So Dale went out to the greenhouse. He had to go put the windows back in, like in the door and in the actual window, you know. Well, the window itself, that one doesn't have a removable glass, but the door does. And the door has just been screened all summer long. So he was going out there to put the glass back in the door, seal it up for the winter, you know, keep it warmer in there. Probably took him a whole 10 minutes, but knowing him, he took that little propane heater out there. And he's probably just been out there just sitting in the greenhouse with the heater on, seeing how warm it gets out there with the heater, and sitting there playing Sudoku, or there's this other number game he likes to play. Like, you have to make 10. They have to be diagonal from each other, and you make 10. He plays that all the time. He set his phone down one day, and he had that game up, and he went to do something, and I picked it up, and I started, you know, seeing if I could do it. And he comes back in the kitchen, and he looks at me, he goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just playing your game." He goes, "Oh, I had it going," he said. I said, "Yeah, and I'm messing it up for you." Anyhow, he plays that thing all the time. That's part of the reason that we were as late as we were heading out to do our gym and errands today. He was sitting on the couch playing his little number game. I don't even know what it's called. Make 10 number game. I'm up, I'm getting ready, I'm getting the cats, throwing them back in the kennel, put the dogs out to go to the bathroom, getting my shoes. I'm ready to go, right? He's sitting on the couch playing his little make 10 game. All right. And finally, I'm just like standing there. I just walked to the couch and I'm just standing there. He's like, "Oh, you're ready?" I'm like, yeah. You've seen me getting ready. Everybody's in. Dogs are in. Cats are in. I got my boots on. I'm like, I'm ready to go. Knowing you got to get going. Got to get going because, you know, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun and you're at the gym and no. I hear somebody outside of my door here, which is where their box is. The kitty's box that they like to play in. The big box is still there too. They might be in the big box. Boots? What do you mean, Sue? Boots? Have my boots on? Yeah. What's the question? What's the question? I should open the door and make sure they're not like destroying anything. I don't think they are. Why? Why did I have my boots on? I have my boots on because it's winter and it's snowy. um, that's why. I mean, because I was going to the gym and I had my boots on. I mean, I took my shoes with me because I don't want to walk through all the snow and the slush and the muck and everything in my shoes, right? Oh, no, we have lots of snow here, Sue. We have plenty of snow here. Mm-hmm. Yep. It snowed the other day, like all day. It started in the evening about 6 o'clock. Snowed all night long. It was still snowing in the morning. We got snow. We got several inches. School was canceled here yesterday. All the schools around us were canceled yesterday. I don't think there was one district that was open. Yeah. So that's why I have my boots on. And I'm glad I did. When we walked into Wendy's, their parking lot was nothing but slush. Lots and lots of slush. So you can have all the snow and cold weather. I like the snow, Tammy. I like it. And I mean, I don't mind that it's cold as long as I'm not sitting outside at a craft show in the cold. I don't mind that. I'm not going to go outside and play in it for very long. Although I did last weekend, but it's pretty. And I love the change. I mean, I love that we have the different seasons. That's the best part. We have changing seasons. And when you get tired of one, you wait a minute and it's going to change, you know? I could live with spring all the time, though. Honestly. I wish it was spring all the time. It's my favorite. Now, I will say, I don't know why the schools were all canceled. Really, I don't think it was that much snow. Like, Dale didn't plow. He did not plow our driveway. He has not plowed any paths for the chickens or the ducks or anything like that. Like when we get a whole bunch of snow, he'll do all that. But no, there wasn't that much snow. But hey, I guess it was enough. I didn't see a snowplow come down our road. Not saying that it didn't, but I didn't see it. Didn't hear it. And it's not melting, really. I mean, it's melting in the parking lot and stuff because somebody's come and salted and whatnot. But it's not melting because, it's 28 degrees. It snowed and it stayed because it's 28 degrees. Not going anywhere. It might over the next couple days because it's going to get up in the 40s. I don't know if it will all melt or just some of it will melt, but certainly some of it will melt. So, one of my favorite, oh, Real quick, I'll talk about one of my favorite yarn companies. I wanted to talk about something else, but one of my favorite yarn dyeing companies, Bad Sheep Yarn, they do their live every Thursday night. And last night they introduced us to their new kitty. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. It is like this white, creamy color with little tan points, like a little Siamese, but I don't know if it's actually a Siamese or not. But oh my gosh, it's adorable. So she had it in her lap and she was trying to show yarn for a while, holding the kitty. They named the cat Tina. Tina. I don't know why they named it Tina. That's a funny name, isn't it? But their dog's name is Creature. They have some interesting names. But that kitty was so stinking cute. Just takes me back just a few months ago when ours were so small and so little and so precious. And now they are big, big. I'm telling you. Smokey is an armful and he likes to be held. He likes me to hold him. I was joking. I'm like, I'm going to do one of those baby things where you strap the baby on you. You know what I mean? Tie him on there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to need for Smokey because he gets hard to hold. He gets heavy. He is a heavy boy. And he likes to be held. That's the funny thing. He likes to be held. But does anybody watch Vlogmases? Plural of Vlogmases, like creators that do a Vlogmas. A lot of yarny people do Vlogmas. A lot, because they're getting Advent yarns and working on Advent projects and all kinds of stuff. A lot of them to show you their progress, what they're working on, and then life stuff, But I am fascinated with them. I look for different people, different vlogs. And then, of course, the same people that I watch on a regular basis that are doing vlogs, I love to watch theirs as well. But I'm hooked on these. I just go, instead of going into my feed, people I'm subscribed to, I find myself just going into like my general YouTube and just seeing what creators come up that are doing vlogs. I'm just fascinated with them. I love them. I'm doing my Vlogmas, which I have to record a little bit this afternoon to get my Vlogmas ready for tomorrow. It has a tantrum. But I'm fascinated by them. Some people's vlogs, like Cherry Heart, she's a designer. And actually, I have several of her patterns on my possible Advent projects that I want to do with some of my Advent kits. But Cherry Heart, she does her whole Vlogmas. She never talks. She just plays music. And like she'll show projects and she's working on projects and she just never talks. The whole thing's set to music. Other people talk a lot, like talk through most of it. Other people have like a lot of them. Hang on, I have to have a drink. A lot of them do things like the start of their day, getting up, making coffee. Are you being good? You can't come in here with a doodle button. I just want to make sure you're being good. Sonny, what are you doing? Sonny, what are you doing? He's so funny. He's sitting on the fireplace on the hearth and he's looking up at the mantle. He's just sitting there looking up like, huh. Hi. If you want to come in, you can come in. Last night, I actually was able to diamond paint with Smokey in my lap. He actually sat in my lap and let me diamond paint a little bit. I had to do it pretty much one-handed, but he let me diamond paint. He wasn't getting into stuff. He just kind of sat there with me. But anyhow, they'll do like, they get up, they make their coffee, they go to their couch, sit down, get out a project, start working on it. A lot of just things around their house. Maybe they wrap a present. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Hi, what are you doing? What are you doing? What were you looking at on the fireplace? You can't get up there. No, you can't get up on the top. No. You can't get up on the big top shelf of the fireplace. No. But it's kind of cool, because I'm doing Vlogmas, to watch other people and see what they're doing, see how they do stuff. It's also a lot of fun. Here he is. Say hi. It's also a lot of fun to see their yarn advents that they're getting and see where they're getting them from. Because, I bought from, 2 different places this year that I had not bought from before. You want to see yourself? There you are. There you are, beautiful. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Hi. Say hi. So it's kind of cool to see other people, their Vlogmas and their advents. And kind of gives me some ideas about advents that I like the dyer, that I might be interested in for next year. Hi. What? So yeah. It's kind of fun. I'm hooked on them. I'm addicted. I am addicted. I know, that's my phone. He loves my phone. It's not even doing anything right now. It's a complete black screen. It's doing nothing. There's nothing for you to be interested in. No. What you think? Huh? What you think? What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you hear him purring? He's a loud purrer. He's my buddy. Yeah, you're my buddy, aren't you? So, but yeah, I have to record my advents. I might just come in here. I might bring it in here and close the door and do it in here. That's an idea. I know. Isn't he handsome? Him's a handsome boy. Hey, no, leave the yarn alone. No, leave the yarn alone. Oh, eat a chocolate chip cookie for me, Michelle. I really would like one. Warm and gooey. Oh, here comes Dale. Here he comes. What's he been up to? Huh? What's him been up to? Dale's expecting a delivery. We thought it might come last night, but it didn't. What are you doing? You scaring the kitties? I got one in here with me. He's helping me crochet today with my crochet light. Oh, now you're just gonna. Can I have the ball of yarn though, please? No. Now that's not gonna work. That's totally not gonna work. No, sir, that won't work. No, this isn't gonna work well. He wanted to come say hi to everybody.
Works perfect for him.
I know, but now he's like, yeah.
You know where I was.
Yeah, I know. You were in the greenhouse.
Guess what I found?
What'd you find?
Mice.
Oh.
Living in the roll of string.
Oh.
And you stacked stuff in the pallet, that the workbench here, they got in all that. But I don't know where they're getting in.
Oh,
They're up the trellis, in through the top.
oh. Well, we got to fix that, huh?
We don't fix that. Yeah, we'll fix them.
I told you he was in the greenhouse, right? Okay. I think it's time for you to go now. Because I really can't do anything this way. No, I cannot crochet. I cannot do anything this way. Sir.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go see Dale for a while. I know you'd rather be in here playing with me, sitting in my lap, but here. You said hello to everybody. Now go play. Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah, I am.
What you finding in the closet, honey? Tissue paper? We are going to find little tiny pieces of that blue tissue paper everywhere for a while. He just opened the closet, put his coat away. Oh no, he was getting batteries. And he pulls out blue tissue paper. It's everywhere. It's little tiny, tiny pieces of tissue paper now. Yeah. Well, you guys are quiet over there. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're just listening to me talk about random stuff, huh? Random stuff. Okay. Does anybody, yes or no, do you buy any Advent things? Any Advent? Now, I bought yarn Advent, but that's all I've really bought. Does anybody else buy any Advent things? It's amazing to me. Absolutely amazing to me. How many different Advent calendar little gifty things there are out there. I have seen so many different things. Besides the yarn, yes, you bought chocolate. Okay, there's several chocolate ones. No Advent for Tammy. Okay. I've seen a few people this year get chocolate ones. Somebody has a puzzle Advent, 12 small, or 12 or 24. It might be a 12-day one. I don't think it's 24. Anyhow, however many days it is. And they're, break down one little section a day until you make the whole puzzle. I have seen bath and soap products. I've seen somebody that opens up a cheese Advent. It's literally cheese. Okay. Beer. Now that one I'm not surprised by. That one I've heard of a beer Advent. I think we could actually buy a beer Advent at Meijer, I think. So that one's not surprising. Cheese, beer, chocolate, bath products, stationery, a lot of tea, a lot of tea. Dog treats. Yep. Dog treats. That's another one. Somebody's doing dog treats. Popcorn. That one intrigued me. I might buy a popcorn one for next year. However, you're not supposed to make the popcorn until you get all of the stuff. You have to wait till the end and you put all the things together to do the popcorn. I don't understand that, but that seems interesting. Legos, other little toy type things. Let's see, what else have I seen? I don't know. There's so many. So rum. Nice, right? Let's have an alcohol Advent calendar. I'm like, all I've ever really done is these yarn Advents. But I don't know, next year I might get something else. A chocolate one sounds yummy, right? I'm intrigued by the cheese and the popcorn. Those seem quite interesting to me. I don't know. It's just fun. I think they're just fun, you know? But that's part of the fun of watching these Vlogmas. See what everybody's doing. See what they're up to, you know? Some people go all out. You know, they've got one for this, one for that, one for this, one for that. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of Advent things to do. And their whole Vlogmas thing is just them like opening up Advents and trying the cheese and trying the beer, coffee. Coffee's one. A lot of coffee Advents. A lot of tea Advents. Tea a day. There's a lot of those. It's so interesting though. So I'm hooked on them. I'm hooked. I'm here for the Vlogmas things. One lady, they were talking about an October, like, they don't call it, what do they call it? October Vlogmas. I don't know, I had a funny name. That's Yarny people. Yarny people, man, they just find all kinds of things to. Now, and I was saying, I think I said it in one of my videos recently, that there are really no diamond painter Vlogmases. You know, they're not, you know, I'm thinking, well, mine kind of does. I'm trying to put a little more diamond painting in my Vlogmas days and not just yarn stuff because, you know, those are the two things I do, yarn and diamond paint. So I'm trying to, I should have divided my canvas. That's what I should have done. I should have divided my canvas into 24. That would have been interesting. I mean, I am keeping up with one release paper a day. I didn't get started on the first. I don't think I put any drills on it until the third. Let's see, would that be right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm just looking at it now. It's okay, Tammy. It's still sore, but I just rested at night. I don't crochet. I crochet in the morning, and then I just give it a rest. That's what I do. I give it a rest. Diamond paint in the evenings. And I take some naproxen. That probably helps too. Now, when we went to the gym, I'm trying to do exercises, you know, trying to do exercises, strengthen other parts of my arm, things like that. And stretch the parts that are sore. Yeah. So I'm going to look into possibly another type of an Advent next year to go along with the yarn. And next year I might actually divide up my canvas into 24 sections and see if, you know, I can do a section a day, get it done. Incorporate both of my crafts that I do in my Vlogmas. I have put diamond painting in there, but I don't know, probably not as much as the yarn stuff. Just like when I started my diamond painting channel, you know, it takes time. It's hard to break into another group. Like, you know, am I in the crochet group? No. Do people in the crochet community know me? No. I don't do enough crochet/yarn stuff to be known. Do a few people come across me? Probably, you know. I get a few comments here and there from somebody. I'm like, well, that's not a diamond painter that I know, you know, or they'll have something to do with sewing or whatever, yarny stuff in their name or something. But it's hard to break into another group, you know. Not that I really am trying hard to do so, but you know, it'd be nice if a few more crochet people found me and at least watched the crochet stuff. I mean, you guys are my diamond painting people, and you watch the diamond painting, and some of you watch the crochet stuff. you know, yeah. That's why I like to be multifaceted. A little something for everybody. I'm not going to be looking the best when I do my advents this afternoon. I got gym hair and all that. That's okay. It is what it is. It's not a beauty contest, It is my life. It's what it is. Might as well show it as it is. I got to make a decision on an advent project though. Now that I'm opening more yarns, I'm like, the 224 ones, I need to pick something. I need to pick something to do. I'm pretty sure the one is going to be a fade. It's been kind of coral and rust colors. We'll see how it goes. Was that one an actual, like a 24 days? Was it covered? Was it mystery? What was it, Sue? Yeah, next year I'll find a nice size little diamond painting and I'll cover it. I think that'll be fun. Maybe somebody wants to do it with me in December, just cover up your painting. I know there's some people that have done that and they're participating in DP Christmas Elves and they have sectioned theirs off at 24. I don't know. We'll see. Got a whole year to think about it. A whole year. Oh, yeah. Okay, I saw somebody working on that. It is a cross-stitch conversion. I'm like, no, thank you. No, I don't want to do a cross-stitch conversion. No. I'm good. No. All right, there's my little sweater that I've made so far. Brenda's here. Brenda, I was talking about you earlier. What did I say about you, though? Oh, I know what I said. Were you here? I said, Brenda, you can do this. It's just double crochets. This is easy. You could do it. It's so easy to do. Are they all the same picture? Are they all the same, or do they have different ones? Or is it all just one canvas? I don't know. All right, well, I have to record my yarn advents. And I mean, I got a while before we have to load the truck. But I like to move it from the back room over by the back door so it's ready to go. I know, but is it the same picture for everybody? There's only one of them, right? Everybody who makes it, it's the same picture. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I know it makes a whole picture, but everybody gets the same one. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Remind me next year, you guys, that I'm going to do that I'm going to cover my painting in 24 sections. I know Sue is doing the same one. Sue's gone to town on hers, man. She's like, I don't know. Sue, you're like halfway done. There's mine. Right? It's very pretty. Yeah, you've got to be at least halfway. I know you've done all of the tree. You've done all of this. I'm going across the bottom, of course, which is what I always do, go across the bottom. And I think this was 6 sections. 6, 12. I mean, I could do them with smaller, I could do smaller sections to do this in 24. I wonder what the perforated paper's cut into. You know what I'm saying? How many sections for the perforated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It might be 24. I don't know. I'm going to count it out later. I'm going to count. You're more than halfway. I know you're cruising right along. Are you doing anything else, though, or just this? Look how pretty it is, though. Look at it. It's so sparkly. It's fun to do. It's rounds. It's fun. It's easy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm going to have to count these sections later of my paper. See what we actually have. I mean, there's a little tiny section here on the edge. That's the only thing. They're not equal sections. There's a little tiny one here. And this one's like, I don't know, a half a section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I think you'd have to cut paper to make it work. I think you just have to, you're going to be finished tomorrow. Oh, Lord. All right, then. Well, must be the only thing you're working on. Night and day and night. Well, I'm going to go do the rest of what I got to do. And then I got to edit and upload tonight because, I'll be gone tomorrow. I want to make sure I have that video ready to go while I'm off to the craft show. All right. I will see you guys later. Wish me luck tomorrow and hang out with me tomorrow night and hear me talk all about it. I won't be complaining about being out in the snow. That's for sure. I'll be indoors, nice and warm and cozy. All right. Have a great evening. A mini Lego. Okay. All right. I will see everybody later. Bye.